So my first thing I'm looking right where he's starting, right from the start. So I want to see what the placement is. Three,
Essentially
two.
like right in the O. In the center
Yeah,
is Cameron Klos performing Ohan Dai.
interesting part about this form is when you see people do it right, I feel like they mix up the timing. What's supposed to be fast and powerful, they mix that with smooth and slow. And I think that's always something I find interesting with people that do this kata. It is a very difficult kata to do.
Yes, it is a very difficult kata. One of the things I see here already starting off is that it's a little bit more of a performance kata. Very strong, like you said, balancing between the smoothness and the snap. Um, there is a difference between a performance kata and a traditional kata in essence. Um, as far as this goes, Cameron runs one of the smoothest tournament forms that I see.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
what I would mean by that is I would like to see a little bit more of his rooting into his locking in and controlling into his stances all the way through as each thing moves. Um, but I really, really enjoy watching what he's doing
Yeah, and
because
when you see him go, when you see him do his, especially when he goes off to his angles, this is where like I really enjoy watching him because the symmetry and his lines are there. So he gives off the brick wall effect. He makes himself look bigger, and just really just with his stances, especially when it's going forward, so towards the judges in like the competition sense, he's very strong, and that's where a lot of his power gets shown. Even just like right
absolutely
there when he does that funakomi, the side kick to the shin, and then comes over to his nikodachi stance. That right there is super strong.
real good drop, real strong kick, nice snap on it.
And
As he comes in, the
finishes.
drop is performed well. That's a very
Yep.
difficult technique.
And
And
then to
as he
go from
watches it,
low to high is really hard.
and to high from low, it's the same thing, and to be able to lock
Yeah,
into position. So as I was saying, that what he's doing is absolutely fantastic. Um,
absolutely.
Working into a little bit more of that route, and I think we have a winning form. The biggest thing that I notice is the guys who win on a consistent high level have both. So they have the show and the
Yes.
performance, and they have that root strength while they're in their katas, not just flowing and going through things.
Yeah,
So I think with a little bit more of that, you'll see Cameron top placing at the very highest level on a consistent basis.
absolutely. Yeah. No, I definitely agree. And something that's really big with Cam is now he's starting to kind of I think transgress into that stage of having both that essence of karate into his style of competition where it looks more show. He's beating some of the top competitors. Now it's just about making
Absolutely.
that the consistent effort
it's
where he's
it's
doing
it's it's, it's,
awesome.
it's and it's just the continued growth and as he gets a little bit older, you're going to see him get a little bit stronger, and you're
Yeah.
going to see a lot more of that flow into it. He's still a young man. You can see the technique is there. So as everything really fully grips into that, I mean, he's going to develop into that. You don't see a lot
Hey,
of that, and plus a lot of the guys who are winning are not necessarily
I
into
was
that
about to. I
18 to
was just about
29
to
year old
say.
bracket.
You know what's
So I mean,
interesting is that
we're
I
looking into
think
that.
when it comes to kata, I think that really is the real saying of karate is a journey, martial arts is a journey. Because you see a
100%.
lot of people as they get older, the mentality and what they understand about just doing the simple movements becomes way better. So now you can see the application.
The technique on kids, the lines are so much better than like when we were kids because they understand and they've been coached right. But
Yeah.
the bunkai, the actual
Yep.
karate sense behind that, that's what takes time to develop and in that. And
Yeah.
so I think as we see the budo side of it working into it, I think we'll see a lot more success because the people who win on that consistent high level have both. They have the
Yeah.
show
No,
and
I
they
def.
have the go. So like they can put it all together and mesh it well.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing Cameron continue his journey. Like I said, I've watched him for a long time as a young man. His technique is very clean, and just getting into that, honing into to his own. I'm excited to watch him move forward and progress.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Definitely.